When I played, there were certain defensive players I stayed away from because they were ferocious. Now, I never laced it up against our next guest, but I plan on keeping my distance anyway. He was the first overall pick of the 1967 draft after winning a national title at Michigan State. He then appeared in 2 Super Bowls during his 9-year career. Please welcome 2-time Pro Bowl defensive lineman, Bubba!
Super Bowl III, Baltimore Colts, the power of the NFL, taking out the upstart New York Jets from the AFL. You guys were the biggest favorite in Super Bowl history, right? No way you could lose. You end up losing 16-7. What happened?
Well, I personally think the game was fixed.
The game was fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
See, if the Jets don't win that game, then they don't have the NFL the way it is today.
Oh, because it was the merger. It was
the merger. That was the third.
How did they fix a game like that?
The quarterback.
Yeah.
If you remember, we were inside the 25 times in the first half.
Right.
And come away with no points.
Right.
Which is not a characteristic of a Colt team.
But nobody came to you and said, hey, Bubba, here's,
No.
So they went to the quarterback.
I know he was in on it.
Yeah.
If you go way back and look at all the Super Bowls, when it's Super Bowl week, they run every Super Bowl, right?
Right.
And when you get to 3, when you just happen to be watching it, you'll see Jimmy Orr standing down in the end zone like this. Nobody is within 30 yards of him. He's the primary receiver.
Right.
And Earl never looked that way.
Did this come to you years later, the day of the game? Because this is kind of serious stuff here that you're throwing out on the table.
No, this was the day of the game.
That you felt that
the
way.
night of the game. I went to what was supposed to be a victory party. And I was sitting there, and this guy was on the dance floor.
Celebrating.
Yeah. We just lost the biggest game of our life. You know, how many times do you get in that position?
Right.
And it just pissed me off. You know, and I went up and I grabbed him, and I threw him out on one of those tables, and they asked me to leave. And on the way back to the hotel, I'm in a cab. You know, you can look up, and you see the cab driver looking at you. He said, man, don't feel bad. The smart money was on the Jets. I said, what do you mean? He said, it came down high there that put your money on the Jets.
So was Earl Morrill driving the cab, too?
You are a dirty guy.
No, the league.
Exactly.